Hi little bricklings, it's JSBricks, and guess what? I'm back! And today we're reviewing set number 7615-3, the LEGO Avengers helicarrier. This set came out in 2020, has 1,244 pieces and costs around 120 USD, 100 Great British Pound, or 117 euros. Now, got a few things to mention first of all. This set is very fucking dirty. I literally only just opened the box and the sticker pieces came out really dirty, which hopefully you won't be able to see in the video. But if you do notice the dirt in the video, please note, see-through stickers are shit. And I'm very much against stickers anyway. But, I think today we're going to start with the figures, because the figures in this set are definitely the main reason why I bought it. And up first, I think we're going to go from shit to great. Now, when I say that, I don't necessarily mean this figure is shit. This figure is really good. Like, generally good. And I do think that a lot of YouTubers have been giving it a little too much slack for the helmet. It's got just immaculate printing all the way up the legs, around the helmet. It's honestly a fantastic figure. The reason why I'm calling it shit is because it's in every single set. It's like the Batman of Marvel superheroes. Now, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But he does come with these Power Blast pieces. And if you don't know how these work, they just look like that. You put them in, squeeze them when they fire. I should show you underneath here. He's got that face and his angry vision face. Again, it's a decent figure, but he's in every set, so not particularly what I'm looking for. And I think I'm going to move on to the next crap one. Now, as I'm sure some of you have picked up on, I'm not actually saying these figures are bad, I'm simply rating them in their commonality. Commonality. That word, that means they are around a lot. And that means Unique Fury, who's now in 3 sets, thanks to the LEGO calendar, the Juniors set, and the other set, the thing, which actually really devalues the Far From Home weird spider jet thing. Now this figure, however, is my first Nick Fury that I haven't stolen. I stole the old one from a mate. So we're going to begin with the legs. Normal printing, nothing special, just finished the trench coat. I'm generally surprised at how good that trench coat print is. Like, it is really good, and you don't normally see that level of consistency in a LEGO product. He's got the Avengers logo there, which I wouldn't like. I don't like it there, but it's fine. He has his jumper, which kind of makes him look a bit fat for some reason. He's got his hands, which, you know, they're nice. A little bit of back printing. He's got the eye patch print, which does not go all the way across the side of the head. Something I've always felt LEGO needs to improve on. Now, that face, I spent hours looking at. And if it's going to focus on camera, it will. So, and I do think there are some interesting details between this and the original. Now, if the camera will fucking focus on Dick's face over here. And the original, he had an eyebrow above the eye patch. Here he doesn't. On the original, his mustaches, his goatee is a lot squarer. Here it's not. And you can kind of see it in my lights. But if you look on the face, he has some scarring. It's just a single line here and then 2 lines there. Nothing that graphic for LEGO, but it's great. And I believe his accessory was a gun. Let's move on to the next common figure. Before we move on, I forgot to mention there is an AIM agent included here. I should have put him in before Iron Man. Normal AIM printing, comes with a nice little jetpack build, which I really actually like, and a small missile launcher. Not much to see. They're literally just, they all look like this. Go watch any video on the internet. And it's Natasha Romanoff. Now, luckily for me, there's no misprinting on the arms on this one, like the one I got from the Avengers Tower, which is great. Second common, but, you know, it's not that bad to have 2 figures. And it's better than have a movie exclusive figure. So, lovely printing for the knees here. Don't like how it cuts out so smoothly. But, you know, to each their own. I again love the grey on the legs. I love the torso print. It is really nice. And it looks layered. It looks built. and it looks armoured. It's just a good torso. You know, to the back, absolutely amazing back print again. Kind of looks like Falcon's back, but again, it's a nice print. It has a nice form to it. You gotta love the arm printings, which actually has grey coming down the arms here, a tiny line of it, which is nice. The hair is not that accurate, and I don't like it, but again, each their own. And I think we're gonna move on to the 3 figures that made me buy this set. Beginning with the second worst MCU film, Captain Marvel. And this figure has absolutely immaculate leg printing. Again, I don't like how the knees cut off here. It's really bizarre, but it's fine. I like the printing that comes up here on the legs. It's weird here that she's got the band obviously across here with the little circle here. And it's weird how on Nick Fury, the printing on the waist. Oh, I've knocked over that. How the bloody hell phone. As I was saying, it's weird how on Nick Fury's figure, the waist printing stays together, but on her it breaks up, but it's not that bad. Thinner waist, obviously to represent she's a female, so that makes sense. I do love how the gold comes up here to the star with the little branches sort of coming off it. The red here. It's just an amazing torso. Spinning it around the back. Again, torso continues. Absolutely amazing. Don't know why there's a pouch there, but it's nice. Not sure about the hairpiece. It's a bit weird. She uses, I believe it's the Black Widow head again. Yeah. Like that. And she can smile. However, what a lot of people may have seen is this. It is a dual molded helmet. So, just show you. On the inside, it's molded white, which allows for the red to come through. And that way you get the white eyes. And you can get the mouth coming through. And it looks great, honestly. It's not oversized. It's not massively big. It has a nice form to it. Weirdly enough, it has a nose, which kind of looks weird for a Lego figure. And yeah, it's just a really great build. It also has a pin on the top, so you can put this new Mohican piece. Like that. And it's just a great figure. Her accessories are a little build for some fire stuff going on here. And of course, this little thing that she can fly. This little bit, pretty nice figure. Let's move on to the next one with similar fire accessories. A Lego figure that, in my opinion, gets better with every year, War Machine. And I say that sincerely because I don't think we've ever had a bad War Machine except for the one from Endgame where he was in his, Endgame suit, his time trial suit. But even that figure wasn't bad. It was just that was just generally all the figures are bad that way, so we don't count that. Now, moving his fist out of the way. Immaculate printing on the legs. Absolutely love the legs going up. I love the waist printing here. The rivets. The arc reactor. Just love the printing. He comes with his fist. There's just some fire in it so he can blast things. And an amazing backpack build. So, on the backpack build, there's, I guess they're kind of like thrusters or maybe laser weapons here. He's got a stud shooter, which doesn't look that bad, and you can just, it's gone. An interesting build here with roller skates to make like a sort of missile rack of like maybe 6 missiles that you can fire or something. Again, the helmet, mine's a little faded, which kind of sucks, but it's not like that's a bad helmet. Come on. But that doesn't mean it's a bad helmet. It doesn't have a mouth, and it looks pretty intimidating. I love the printing up here, and the printing on the chin. Taking it off, we've got the classic roadie face. Kind of happy. The red and, red screen face on the back, which is kind of useless since you can't lift up the helmet. And on the back is some genuinely amazing back printing that you would miss if you kept his helmet on. Or his backpack on, which we're going to do. We're going to keep his backpack on, because he has one more accessory. And that is, of course, some fire so he can fly. It's a similar build to Captain Marvel, except his is slightly larger. And yeah, absolutely amazing figure. Let's move on to 4, and we're not even going to jump cut. Can't be bothered. We're just going to go straight to 4 like that. Ta-da! And first of all, his hair. It's not that stupid yellow anymore. It's a nice beige sort of colour, which works a lot well with the face. The face is just the Endgame one. You know, with his lovely beard and face, and then lightning sort of face. He uses the newer sort of cloth cape. And he has no leg printing, no arm printing. But this amazing, very Norwegian style t-shirt, no, not t-shirt, but armor with the little bolts here. Some blue coming off them. Some kind of like belt straps sort of thing. And it doesn't show up on camera. But there is some really nice. Come on. It really is not going to show up. But on the torso, there are some lovely line details. That's not showing up, that's a shame. Same build for Mjolnir, which kind of sucks. Same piece for Mjolnir, not a build. Would like a new one. And has a amazing back printing, which continues that cape design from the front here. Which I think is really great. Absolutely stellar figure. Now let's get on to the most interesting figure. Introducing the mental organism designed only for killing, aka MODOK. And yeah, here he is. Fucking interesting. Now the original MODOK was just a figure with a big head. Literally. And this is a very interesting MODOK figure. I'm spinning it around. It's a pretty nice build actually. There's a lot of gold used in the build. It's weird how there's 2 bits of tan up here. That's really annoying. But yeah, it's it's not really got anywhere you can sit down. And that face is just fucking brilliant. Like, it has a wonderful evil face with some comic-y eyes. Like that. He's got a lovely smile. Lots of wrinkles. Surprisingly, this was a print, not a sticker. He's got a sticker here, though, which will let some brainwaves and a laser shooter thingy. Purple legs. These tiny little mixel arms, I believe. And of course, the underside of the MODOK looks like this. Now, they say this was the most interesting figure because it is a figure. It's surprising. Now, he does come with a play feature, which I'm going to grab now. And you. Which, of course, these 2 stud shooters on the underside of his chair, which you can just fire off with this. Die! And there goes Aim's leaders. Yeah, I love the gold on the side. The feet are built a bit weird. Probably a bad way of doing that. But yeah, overall, a pretty good ball of a figure. Now, in my mind, this is a confusing build for me as a person. As a lot of you guys know, I'm more of a display person, and I tend to modify sets and change them to be more appropriate for design over playability. I'm not much of a playability guy. I don't play with Legos. I'm a smart, intelligent person who uses them exclusively for design. Okay? You know, I'm a display guy. I like designing stuff. I found the top of that. Thank you. And this set has some merit in the displaying category and some downs. Everything going with the shittest thing is this bloody thing. It's a mini Quinjet. I do not have the studs loaded in, but this is a stud shooter. There's some wings, there's some A's on it. And it looks just overall really shit. It's like a little bubble. Now they do tell you to put Black Widow in here. There are actually 2 stickers in there before I go in there. And those stickers are really nice and will be taken out and used on something else. Less shit. And putting her in like this, you can see, it is a really small build. I guess for younger kids, it's got some nice playability. And that does open up the deck a bit more. Now, I think we're going to begin from front to back. So, beginning up front, we have, well, the cockpit here. And you can see mostly inside of there, there's a small sticker there, which we'll get to in a minute. 2 lights. There are these lovely little, like, I guess, just weird little wings on the side. I don't know why I said lovely. It just look okay. And, of course, there's more windows here on this side. It's a very large set, not that hard to maneuver, but I'm a very big-handed person, and I don't quite have the elevation on my camera to do this. But you can see there's more windows there, another Avengers A, and some forward machine guns on bull points. At least I can assume they're machine guns. Now there is, of course, the A sticker there, and up front, more room on the deck, some lights, a nice sticker, and you know, you got some studs. You can play some figures up here. I'm Iron Man. The scaling's a bit off for display. You can see Iron Man's mass kind of big compared to the set, but that's fine. Now flipping this up, you can see inside is not very good for an interior, really. It's quite small, 3 seats. There is some room back there, a good fair bit of it, but you can't really get to that. Now there's this sticker up front, which I'm going to try get you into. See, just there. So it just shows the ground display, I guess. And yeah, you can actually get 3 figures in there. It is pushable. So we're going to go in here, and I think we're going to take the 3 figures that can't fly. Well, not fly properly, those being... I think we're going to... Yeah, I think we're just going to put Black Widow, Nick Fury, and, what else we're going to put in there? I think we're going to put Ghost. Yeah. Not included with the set is Call of Duty's Ghost. Simon Riley, not included with the set, but I'm going to try to get him in there. Shit. He's dropped. And here's the problem I have with the set. It's fucking pain to get your hands in here if you're a big person. If you're a smaller kid, maybe this is good. But for me, a large person, not so much. Once you feel out, you can get him in there. And Simon Ghost Riley sitting there with his nice fun cup of tea, I guess. Of course, we all know that famous scene with Simon Ghost Riley got in the helicarrier with Black Widow and Nick Fury in the Avengers Call of Duty crossover. Again, trying to get your hands in here, it's not that pleasant, really. See, I think this is the greatest downside of the set, in my opinion, is, well, it's really small. It's designed for kids, a lot of these play features, but for larger collectors like myself, sticking figures in is a complete pain in the ass. So I managed to get a weird crossover in there, and you can just close it up like that. Now you can see from the side, you can see Ghost Riley in there, and up front, you can actually see Nick Fury. If we just elevate the camera a bit more, you can see Nick Fury, and he lines up pretty well with that sticker. You could suppose push forward a bit more there, which I think looks great. It does actually look great in there. But like I said, it is really small, which is a pain in the ass for taller people like me. Bringing it around to the side, I think, going to show you these A's. See-through stickers, which are a pain in the ass. I think you can already see, actually, there's some hairs and stuff in there, and I don't know where that's come from. Just a lot of dirt, and it's just not pleasant. I don't like see-through stickers. Now, these are an interesting build to the wings. Not much on the side here. By bringing it forward, you can move them side to side. The same with all 4 wings. They go side to side like that. And I think you'll be seeing it in the video, but the most impressive part about this set is the reason why there's no cockpit. Move it along, the wings move. And I really like that feature, the way it works. We got the small wheels here, which it slides on. And then one big center wheel here, which is the one that turns all of the blades, which I think is really great as a play feature. I'm not normally a play feature guy, but that is one hell of a play feature, and it was fun to put together. Now in the middle here, there's some nice greebling, some black here, some lights, pretty nice. Bring it to the back. Slight different build for the pillars. You can just have them push forward, which again, as a play feature, you can kind of make it look like it's flying forward. Oh, and that fell off. It's not weak there by any chance, though. Just I'm really heavy-handed. Now there's a lovely turret here, which, if you take it off, you could give yourself some more deck room. But I'm not going to, until I modify it, which I probably won't be doing for reasons I'll mention later. Now, putting this back on is a pain in the ass. There we go. This is a nice build for a turret. 2 stickers telling you where the missile is, spins around, It's got an Exo-Knight shield. And you just press the button. Back here, the big red button. And it fires. My baby brother absolutely loves that feature. Which I suppose is a good thing because this set is, well, it's more a play set. So for younger kids, definitely want to have that playability that they're definitely going to enjoy. And a giant missile, I think is good. Now, if we bring it here, you can actually see in this middle part where the Quinjet goes, a lot of the gears and mechanisms used down there. In fact, I think, if we're careful, we can just peel up this entire section, like an orange, and get you inside of there. And you can see a whole heap load of Technic, and how you can get a rough idea of how this comes together, which is really nice. You're not really meant to be able to pop it up, but it's just held down by a few studs, so it's a bit weird that you can see it from in here. And yeah, let's move on to the back, starting from up here. There's of course a railing, satellite sticker, looks really nice actually, and the back is entirely hollow, which is a bit of a letdown, honestly. Would have liked a bit more interior than that. You can see though, most of the gears are visible here, which I do think is a bit of a shoddy design. They could have tried to cover that up a bit. There's a fucking fire in here for some reason. Guess my little brother got hold of this again. And the reason for that, this hole in the back, is you take our MODOK guy, and he's obviously been captured for being evil. You slide on here, and there are 4 studs which you can actually sit on, like that. Slide this down, and you use these to close it up, and you got MODOK captured in the back. And it actually looks really decent. For such a small feature, I really do like that. And yeah, that's pretty much the build. To give you enough scaling though, we are going to take Ghost out of here. And we're going to put, I don't know, Iron Man in a Quinjet. We're going to put that there. You can see that it's a large set, but it's not really all that large. And it feels, I think it feels thicker than it feels large, if that makes sense. Like, this set feels a lot taller than it does and longer than it does large, but we'll get to that at the end segment. So, my opinion. Beginning with our 30-point program, playability, figures, and design. The figures are a 9 out of 10. I'm sorry, but Iron Man kind of loses a few points for the set because I don't like common figures. 9 out of 10 is pretty decent. Playability-wise, 7 out of 10. You know, gonna be honest, this is fun. I don't like this, but, you know, it's nice playability for a kid. You can get the engines moving. These stands are really nice. You know, you could just pretend like, and you get a decent array of figures, very colourful. And so, design, I'm going to give it another 10 out of 10, because it's sturdy. See? Very sturdy. I mean, this came off, but that's not the set's fault. You know, it's sturdy. I'm not scared I'm going to break it if I'm a bit rough with it. Not that you should be rough with it. This is a fantastic playability and just a fun play feature. So design-wise, 10 out of 10, giving it a total score of 26 out of 30. Is it perfect? No. There is a lot of missed potential, especially with the interior, and you know, but that's really my only complaint. I generally think if you're going to get this for younger kids, build it for them, because the technique can be a bit complicated, and then they're just going to have fun. I don't think they're going to break it. There's a lot of figures for them to play with, and just a lot of fun to be had with this set. And I think this is one of the few times, and I rarely say this, where I think playability was done really well in such a way that I don't want to modify this, because the playability in this is hidden so nicely and is just part of the set. Having fun is what this set's really been built for in my mind, and there's a lot of things you can do with it that if I was to tinker with the design, you would lose. Like, normally I'd modify this to get rid of the Technic in the middle so I can have a better interior, but I absolutely love this wheel design. It's fun, it's creative, the way it's put together is really well done. And so, honestly, for me, this is one of the few sets which I'm going to leave. Now, do I recommend it for younger kids? Like I said, yep, they're not going to break it. They're going to have a hell of a time. Designers, like, not designers, but collectors who want a helicarrier, if you're able to fork out upwards of £2,000 to get the original big old UCS one with the micro figures, that's better for design. But if you can't, like I can't, for £100 or so, it's a decent enough design. There are plenty of videos on YouTube to show you how to change it. So overall, just get this set. Even if you're not a fan of Marvel, I still think that this is a very entertaining set for a younger kid. And with that said, I'm JSBricks. This has been an oddly positive review. See you in the next one.